Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week, I'm not gonna do a week 13 pregnancy update because right now I'm pretty stable. So I'm gonna combine a couple of weeks together, like 13 and 14. So I'll probably release a video next week with 2 weeks together because I just don't think I have enough changes to be doing weekly pregnancy update anymore, until maybe toward the end, that if I feel like I have enough changes, then I will continue back to weekly. So right now I'm going to be combining weeks. So instead of doing a weekly pregnancy update, I'm going to be doing a what kind of vitamins do I take for my pregnancy and what kind of oils do I use, because I find this useful when I was researching for like prenatals and etc. to take, and also when I watch other people's videos I kind of get an idea of what they take, and then it helps me decide, or it actually helps me like take additional ones that I didn't know about. So let's get started. Let's talk about before, because I changed, like when I went to the doctor and then I was throwing up pretty bad, so he told me to stop prenatal for a while. I just started again, but I'm going to start with what kind of prenatals and things I was taking originally, and then things he told me to take to help with nausea and etc. Okay, so let's talk about prenatal first and foremost. So the prenatal I ended up taking in the beginning is this one. This is the by the Honest brand, and it's a multi complete prenatal, but the important thing is it's once daily. I don't know if this is focusing or not, but here is the thing, right? When I was researching on prenatals, there are two things that I want to mention that's, I think, quite important. First and foremost is that there's two kinds. One is once daily prenatal, and then the other kind is 3 times a day. So I think the 3 times a day tend to be like food grade or something like that. So, but you basically have to take, if you don't take it 3 separate times each day, you have to take it 3 pills a day. So I just feel like, especially in the beginning of your pregnancy, you are fairly nauseous, even if you're not nauseous. But why would you want to be taking 3 pills when you could take 1 pill? Because, these prenatals are pretty big. I mean, I could take one out to show you. I mean, I don't even think this is the biggest there is, but in general, they are not like small pills or anything like this. And when you are nauseous and throwing up, I have a hard time just swallowing 1 pill, let alone like if I had to take 3, right? So here is the size of the pill. So it's definitely not a small pill. And I highly recommend you try to find some sort of prenatal that's once daily, because 3 times a day is just a bit much. If you don't take it 3 times, even 3 pills a day is just a bit much. That's my own opinion, and I just think when you're not feeling well, you don't want to be taking 3 giant pills, right? I know there are gummies and all these other things out there, but I find this to be the one I ended up taking because it actually contains folate. Now, most prenatals contain folic acid, which is a synthetic form, and then folate is the natural form, and folate contains folic acid. So I did a lot of research on this, and I just decided that I want to be taking the natural form. And basically, folate is or folic acid, as doctor would recommend it to you, is one of the most important things that you need to be taking while you're pregnant, or even before you're pregnant, among everything else. So I think taking a natural form of it, which is folate, is very important, at least for me. So I did a lot of research, and then this is one of the ones that I found which contained the natural form folate instead of folic acid. So I decided on this, and this is, I think I get this at Target. It's like $20 for 30 pills, so like a month supply. And then on top of that, I was taking this prenatal DHA. And then this is the one that I find to be good because it says there is no fish oil, so it's not made from like fishes because of contamination in the ocean and etc. DHA is very important for like vision, brain, and etc. And it's also, you could take it while nursing. You could take prenatal while nursing as well. So, and this is also very important because it's basically omega-3 fatty acid, and this is very important for brain development and just like things that the baby would need to develop, especially in the very beginning. So this is the one that I decided to take, and I get this off of Amazon. So I had heard about DHA and like seen it, but some of the prenatals include DHA with it, but I decided to take them separately just because that's just how I prefer it. And then this is the one that I actually watched someone else's video, and then she was taking it, she highly recommended, and then it had pretty good reviews on Amazon, so I just started, and I like it because like there is no basically it doesn't contain fish oil, which I kind of do appreciate just for the contamination sometimes would be in like fishes and stuff. So alright, so let's go back to oh, and then because the prenatal had about, I think, 650 folate, and they recommend about like 800 daily is like the average. So sometimes, not every day, but I would substitute with additional folate, and then this is one that's only 400. So if I took this and then the prenatal, that would be like over 1,000, which is definitely more than I need. But then sometimes I don't remember, and I think that's okay as well, right? So, and then I started becoming very ill, and then very like I was throwing up like multiple times a day, and this is when I started to see my doctor, and he recommended me to just stop taking the prenatal. He says you don't need it right now, you could take it at week 15 or whatever when you're feeling better. And he told me just he prescribed me actually B6. I think what it is like B6. Well, this is like the pill he prescribed, and then is supposed to help with like nausea. And I don't really know if it helps, but what I do appreciate is that the prenatal was really making me ill, and I do notice it. And when you're ill already, if you're taking a huge pill, sometimes you basically can't even swallow. And and then he gave me these B6. He told me to take twice a day. I appreciate that because they are the smallest B6 I've seen in my life. They're like this tiny, and I take one in the morning, one at lunch, and then so he says don't take prenatal, take B6, take folic acid. But then I was already taking folate, like I said, and then take DHA. So that's why I feel like if you had a separate DHA, it comes in handy because, just in case you're feeling very ill like me, you could basically skip prenatal, I think, in the beginning, as long as you're taking folate or folic acid and DHA. And then B6 is supposed to just help with nausea, right? So before I was pregnant, I was already taking like folate because I asked doctors and they're like, you don't need to take prenatal, just take folate or folic acid. So I went and researched for folate, the natural form, right? So I found this one, and this is the one I was taking for like months before I got pregnant. And then this had the recommended amount, which is like 800 mcg, and I get this off of Amazon too. So I went back to taking this one and the DHA and the B6. Well, it's not like my nausea went away overnight or anything like this, but I appreciated the fact that I didn't have to swallow this giant prenatal because I was already like nauseous, I was already throwing up, and like I said, there are days that I barely could swallow it, and I just don't think that it's necessary because I honestly have seen me throw up some of the prenatal. I don't think it's all of the prenatal, but I've seen it like parts of it or something. I just feel like I do actually throw it up. So then why bother taking something you're gonna throw up? And then like, why bother torture yourself trying to swallow when Like there are days I can't even get it down because that's just like you're really sick and you try to swallow this giant pill. That's why I find this B6 to be small like very helpful. So then I was taking this for more than 3 weeks or so until like I started to feel better. So this week I started to incorporate like prenatal, not even every day. I just wanted to like go slowly, so I started taking prenatal every other day, and then in the days I wasn't, then I do this combo again. And then when I do take prenatal again, like today I took prenatal, then I would do this combo. Okay, so I think this is a good combo to have in the beginning, or like when you're feeling better, and then the other combo is good to have when you're really feeling sick. Okay, so you get all your recommended things. I mean, like I said, the most important thing in the beginning is folic acid, DHA. So if you get those in enough dosage, then that's good for you. I mean, of course, you could take prenatal, but if you're feeling well enough, take it. If you're not, then, you know, skip it. All right, so that's that with all the vitamins. Let's go into oils that I use. So I recently just started using like belly oil or belly rub or whatever. And then I was researching again, and I really like Honest in the sense that that a lot of the products do tend to be more like natural, organic, etc., etc. So so then I found this organic belly balm. I know they have like a nipple balm too, but I just didn't think I really needed one yet. And I know I'm going to be needing this. I mean, my belly is not huge or anything, but I just feel like, you know, it's good to have now. And this is really organic, and everything is basically oils, like all kinds of oils, but all organic. So, I mean, as my belly grows, I'm going to be needing this. And I think this is really good because not only is it natural, it's like this kind of like cream, but once you warm it up, like once you get a little, it turns into like more of an oil, and then you rub it in and it absorbs pretty quickly, because I tried a few times and it's not very sticky or anything. So I really do like this, and I don't know if I'm gonna go through more than one, but if I do, then I'll repurchase. And another thing I do use sometimes is like oils. So I've been using this oil, which is the grapeseed oil. And I just find like if you find some sort of really good oil, like grapeseed oil is definitely high in vitamin E and stuff like this. So like if you find oils, it will help you with itchiness and stuff, because I actually tend to use this oil on my like nipples or breasts, because you know, you just rub a little, or you just put a little on and just kind of rub it in, and it really helps with the itchiness. I was surprised. So I think I'm gonna be just using like oils and stuff until like when I'm breastfeeding, or when I get to that point. People say you can have cracked nipples or whatever. When I get there, then I might invest in like the nipple balm. But until now, I mean until then, I'm gonna just stick with the belly balm, because I haven't started breastfeeding, right? So, and then the last thing is your lips are going to get very chapped. I mean, you should drink a whole lot of water when you're pregnant, because it's good for you, because your baby basically living in this like water, right? Like the sack full of water. And so, and then you get thirsty quite a bit, I would say, and then you drink water. I mean, I don't really count how much water I drink, but I just try to stay on top of myself to drink water every chance I get. You know, I don't even think I drink enough, honestly, because sometimes I get really thirsty, but I try my best to drink more, you know. And then your lips are going to get very chapped, because I don't know, I just think because maybe where I live is there's heat, and then on top of that, it's just like you just dry a lot or hot a lot. So like your lips definitely, I mean, my lips are definitely more chapped than normal. I mean, normally in the winter I get chapped lips, but this is like extreme. I feel like I'm just feeling like dry lips all the time. So I've been using like this rosebud salve, and I really like it because it's a lot of product. And then, you know, you can see I've been using pretty good amount. So, and then it smells pretty good, like rose, and it really hydrates. So I put this on every chance I get, like before bed for sure, but during the day, like whenever I feel my lips being dry, I put this, and it really helps condition my lips. So, so that's it. This video is like 15 minutes long already. So basically, I just wanted to go over the vitamins that I'm taking and then the oils that I'm using that's helping me with my pregnancy. And I hope you find this video helpful. These are just my suggestions. You know, you don't have to follow my advice, but I just, you know, wanted to show people what I'm doing, because sometimes I feel like when I watch these videos, it helps me at least to learn something or just to get an idea what's going on. And so then I can make my own decisions. So I just wanted to tell people what I do so they can learn something and do research on their own as well. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week for my like 2-week pregnancy update. All right, bye guys.